The very first thing the gentle giant noticed that morning was a tickle on his big toe. Still half asleep, he wiggled his feet and squinted at the foot of his bed. There, instead of the usual jumble of shoes, every single pair, boots, slippers, and even his enormous rain sandals, stood in a perfect line, as neat as a row of ducklings. Each shoe had something strange poking out from inside, glinting in the sunlight. The giant swung his legs over the side of the bed, the floor creaking under his weight, and bent down for a closer look. Inside his left boot, he discovered a shiny red pebble shaped like a heart. His slipper held a tiny paper boat with a message that read, "For sailing in puddles." There was a thimble-sized jar of honey in his biggest shoe, and a handful of glittery blue buttons in the smallest. Every gift was just the right size for someone much tinier than himself. He scratched his head and wondered who could have done this. He thought about the squirrel that lived in his window box, the mice who giggled under his floorboards, and the sparrows that liked to borrow his beard hair for their nests. None of them had ever left him gifts before, but maybe last night something magical had happened. He felt a warm, fluttery feeling in his chest, the kind that makes you want to smile for no reason at all. Carefully, the giant gathered up each present and placed them on his windowsill, where he could admire them in the sunlight. He decided to write thank you notes, one for the mice, one for the squirrel, and one for the sparrows, just in case. As he went about his morning, the gentle giant didn't feel quite so big and lonely anymore. He had friends who cared, and his shoes had never looked so happy.